Everyone's had the experience of nighttime dreams. In a nighttime dream, all sorts of things happen, all sorts of events occur, and they happen in space and time, and the moment we wake up in the morning, we know that none of it was real. So a frequently used metaphor for this traditionally has been to call this a waking dream. Now, I think an equally good metaphor, or a very good metaphor, is the metaphor of a cinema film, which you've just referred to. I'm sure if they had cinemas 4,000 years ago in the Vedantic era, or 3,000 years ago, whenever it was, I'm sure they would have used the metaphor of a cinema film, because it's the same thing. It seems so real. You know, we watch a film, and if we're drawn into it, it's so real. There are people involved, they have emotions, there's action, there might be death, there might be birth, there's space and time, and none of it is real. It's all simply a play of light. So, of course, in the story of the waking dream, just as in a nighttime dream, cause and effect happen. Of course they do. It's absurd to say they don't. And when it's seen that the dream is a dream, then that simply collapses. Okay, so I don't know if this will make sense, but let's spend a few seconds on it. So in a nighttime dream, if anybody thinks about the last nighttime dream that they could remember, there was space and time in it, probably it took place, certainly it would have taken place over a certain amount of time. They probably moved around in it or existed somewhere, so there was space. And almost certainly in that nighttime dream there will have been cause and effect. Perhaps they went to a railway station and bought a ticket for a train ride, and they were given a ticket, and then they got onto a train, and the train started moving through time and space. And perhaps because it's a dream, an elephant came in and sat down on the seat next to them and started talking to them, maybe. So there's time, space, cause and effect all happening in the nighttime dream. Now the moment that the dreamer wakes up from that dream in the morning, from the nighttime dream in the morning, it's known that none of those things had any reality. There was no time, there was no space, there was no ticket, there was no train, there certainly wasn't any talking elephant. The nighttime dream feels absolutely real while we're in it. The moment we wake up from it, it's known to be unreal. Now, of course, waking up from a nighttime dream is the death of the one who was in the nighttime dream. So what we're talking about here, we're not talking about waking up from this waking dream. Waking up from this waking dream is physical death. What we're talking about here is awakening to the dream. In other words, we're waking up to the fact that this is, in a way, a waking dream. It's real and it's unreal. It's both. And one metaphor that's used is that awakening or liberation, or whatever you want to call it, it's kind of the equivalent of, in a nighttime dreaming, what's called lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming at night, the dream goes on, but the dreamer becomes aware that it is a dream. So that's quite a good metaphor. The other thing I'd like to add in terms of what you said, of course, this does seem utterly, well, it doesn't seem, it is utterly convincing. A nighttime dream is also utterly convincing, but the difference, the main difference, I would suggest, between a nighttime dream and this waking dream is that this waking dream is a great deal more consistent. It has a lot more consistency than a nighttime dream. And one way of putting this, you could say, is that every night we go to sleep, and we go to sleep into a different dream, but every morning we wake up, and we wake up into the same dream every morning. And it's the consistency of this dream that makes it so utterly convincing. But also notice, because some people do use the word illusion about this, notice I'm not saying that this isn't real. At no point have I said this isn't real. I may be using the metaphor of a waking dream, but I haven't said that it's not real. It is real. Of course it's real. If the word real means anything, this is as real as it gets. This cup of tea is as real as it gets. But it's also unreal. It's not one or the other, it's both.